want to get down to the New York Stock Exchange right now. Talk to our good friend Jim Cramer. I don't know if you had an opportunity to hear what Judy Shelton was just saying, but I'd love your reaction, the stealth tax that is inflation, and whether you think Mr. Powell is doing it right.
Yeah, I think he's doing it perfectly. I mean, I think that I love the fact that nobody comes on and says he's doing it perfectly. Everyone wants to savage him. He's managed to thread every single needle. I think he saved us at the bottom in the worst part of the pandemic. I think he's tapering correctly. I think that that inflation is probably going to peak mid-year next year because a lot of it is supply chain oriented. Things will catch up. So, I mean, I think he did it right. And people don't want to say he did it right. And a lot of people always gun for the guy. But sometimes you just have to say, you know what, he's smarter than we are. And it's not, you know, it's kind of like Elon Musk when at that moment when Lee said, well, Elon Musk is smarter than he is. I mean, like, I think Jay Powell's smarter than a lot of people who do this stuff. And we're not in his shoes. Maybe because he's not a Belichick figure. We tend to think that he's too soft. But he is soft-spoken. But I think he's just a patient, good man. He's got it right.
We just listened to Judy Shelton's view, which is obviously on the other side of this. What do you make of her argument?
Well, I mean, look, that's the rap. You know, the rap against him. You know, look, you can't. What's he going to do? You know, raise it 17 times, do it now, and do what? What's that do to the working person? What does that do to the person who goes to Target or Walmart, as she said? I mean, that person's wiped out. Now, I mean, we don't want Weimar inflation, but we don't have that. And we don't have actual commodity inflation. We have distribution inflation. So it doesn't create the truckers that we need. I just think that he's just, you know, it's gradual. And these people want to shock it or want to do something really radical. I mean, they're just playing some sort of game against the American people. So look, I'm sorry. Look, what?
The devil's advocate position here is that you're looking at the market this morning open up on this news higher, as if the party's going on and that the punch bowl is not really being taken away. Right?
Well,
Risk on. Let's keep playing.
But look, I think it's looking up now. But when I look at the Adobe call, it's not that good. Last night, Lennar call, not that good. I think the futures are reflecting this kind of general forget what the actual stocks are doing. The actual stocks, there's a lot of negative stuff today. The only real positive I saw was a piece about ATT, which is worthless to me anyway. And there is absolutely nothing in the research or any earnings that make me feel like this is going to necessarily be an up day. So let's not judge ourselves by the futures. Let's judge ourselves by the reality. Adobe really missed. Lennar really missed. People can try to take up the semiconductors that went up big yesterday. So, I mean, I'm not playing the stock market game. I know the stock market. It's not as strong as what the futures look like. And there are a lot of stocks that go up.
We talk about the variant every day, but we are starting to see that spread here in the United States in a meaningful way.
Well, that's
how do you think that?
You mentioned that. Okay, every day. Every day I get up, I take it. I wish everybody else did. I got a box of 40. Abbott Labs, Amazon, just take it and take it and take it. You think this is an inspiration for me to go to Macy's? You think I want to go to the mall? I think we had a little slowdown going on here. And I just think that we're not as cognizant that everybody's going to get this one, except for a couple people who are triple vaccinated. That's what I feel. So in that environment, I'm not buying that the market's going to roar. I think we can have a Santa Claus rally. And there'll be some stocks that should go up. But I just think that, once again, like Jay Powell is now against it. You don't, as the late Marty Zweig said, don't fight the tape and don't fight the Fed. We're now fighting the Fed. So even though people may want him to just crush the economy, I think he's formidable. And it's much harder to be in a lot of stocks that are losing money. If you're in companies that are losing money, you should sell them.